Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It is no secret that there have been a number of Skims dupes literally flying around TikTok recently. They've been all over my For You page. They've literally been getting onto my Instagram as well. Like, they are absolutely everywhere. Specifically the t-shirts that Kim Kardashian is always seem to be wearing, and it's about time that I test out some of the dupes. Now, I have actually tried the Skims t-shirts on in store before. I didn't actually end up buying them because I couldn't really fathom spending £48 on a plain t-shirt, to be honest with you. I was determined that I'd find somewhere cheaper or a similar kind of material elsewhere, and Shein have literally come through. So I have bought a whole load of these t-shirts. Like, I have bought the t-shirts, I've bought the dresses, I've bought the bodysuits. I've bought as much as I could find from Shein, literally just to test for this video. I think it's fair to say, like, if you've been on this channel for a little while, you will know I'm definitely not the biggest fan of Shein whatsoever. In fact, over the last 18 months, let's go with 18 months, but I have been trying to steer away from Shein for a little bit of time now, just because I don't really agree with their ethics. I know they're certainly not a sustainable place to shop. I know it's kind of far from ideal. However, I couldn't pass up the opportunity to get these literal Skims dupes for, I want to say 10% of the price. Yeah, it must be, because I think I got these for £4.50. I do appreciate that lots of people aren't the biggest fans of Shein. I'm certainly not their biggest fan either. However, I couldn't pass up the opportunity to try these. I'm certainly not encouraging you to shop there on a regular basis. As I said, I've tried on real Skims before, and it's no secret that the material is beautiful. It sucks you in, it shapes you. It's lovely, but if I can get that for 10% of the price, I will. So without further ado, we're gonna crack on. We're gonna start with the t-shirts. I've literally got one on now. That is how much I literally adore them. We're going to move on to bodysuits and then go into the dresses, because I have a feeling the dresses are just going to be... I'm going to do the trans a little bit differently to how I usually do them as well. I'm literally just going to chuck the top on, talk you through it, talk you through the material, the fit, see-throughness, everything you could possibly need to know. I will be covering it in this video. So without further ado, let's just crack on. Right, given that I already had the black one on, I thought we would start with this one first. Ignore what I'm wearing on the bottoms. I feel like that's not really part of the video. But for starters, this black top, I've had these about a week and I've worn this literally on repeat. Like, I've come home from work, chucked it in the wash and literally put it straight back on the next day. Like, it's so soft, it's so shaping. Like, I don't know if you can see, but it's giving me the nicest shape around here. I will chuck on a bra with some of the others just for reference as well. The only thing I will say is, if you do have nipple piercings, you can definitely see the balls through the top a little bit. You can with 99% of tops, to be honest. Like, that's just how they work, but that's definitely something to be aware of. It's not super thick ribbed material. It's not ribbed material at all. It's honestly the softest, most buttery material I've ever put on my body. I really just haven't tried anything like it before, and just the way it shapes you gives your boobs a really nice lift as well. I'd say out of all of them, the black one is probably ever so slightly more see-through than the others. You can see from here, do you know what I mean? Like, they're not see-through, however, you can see a little bit of shaping there. But that's, you know, that's the same with the Skims one as well. In fact, with some of the colours, I would say that the Shein dupes actually are a little bit more opaque. The Skims ones are more see-through. Like, that's saying something, do you know what I mean? In terms of sizing, I got an extra small. It fits me really nice. It's not too restrictive over the arms. I think as well, needless to say, they are super stretchy. They're super stretchy. Right, it's literally no secret that parachute pants have become, I'd say, like the latest thing. Obviously they're a form of cargo trousers, so just thought I'd chuck these on to kind of show you a different way that I would style these as well. This is the kind of baby blue, steel blue, light blue, that kind of vibe top. The whole point of the Skims collection was to be super like skin tight, sculpting, the rest of it, and that is exactly what these Shein dupes are giving as well. This is what it looks like from up close as well, so super nice again. Now, when I tried this on the first time, this was actually my least favorite color. I'm confused, I don't know why, because now I'm looking at it again, I do think it's a really stunning color. There's not a huge amount of difference between this blue color and the gray one that I'll show you next. I will show you the next one kind of with a bra underneath as well, just so you can see how it would look. I know not everybody likes to go braless, especially with tops like this, so I wanted to give you like the whole picture. But in terms of the material, of course, it's exactly the same material. It's just as soft, it's just as breathable. It's also worth adding that these don't show sweat at all. Like, personally, I probably wouldn't wear these to the gym just because they are that little bit, they're a bit thin. I prefer something a little bit kind of more like legging material. But you probably could wear them to the gym because when I say they don't show sweat, like they really just don't show sweat whatsoever. I've absolutely paced it to work in these before. The shape is stunning, the colour's stunning, the material is beautiful. The other thing that's kind of mad as well is that there's not a single loose thread on these. You know how sometimes when you shop on fast fashion websites, the material's one shit, and secondly, the material has loose threads literally everywhere. This is not the case. Like, these literally look like the Skims ones, and I don't know how to put it into words. I paid £4.50 for these. Like, I did get some discount, to be honest. I think I've got 25% discount. They're £4.50. Like, you actually can't ask for any more. Right, I know I said I was going to show you the grey one next, but I thought I'd show you this kind of mauve coloured one. This is another one of my absolute favourites. It is like a slightly strange colour. It's obviously like a more cool toned mauve colour as opposed to it being super warm, but it's just like a purpley one. Now, I did say I was going to show you one with a bra on underneath, and this is that. So obviously you can see the shape ever so slightly, and bear in mind as well, this is a black one I'm wearing underneath. There we go. I wanted to show you just how like opaque the material is. I know you can see it poking through ever so slightly. If you could feel how thin the material is. Obviously, as I said, you can see ever so slightly through it, more so the shape than the actual colour. Same thing at the back as well. But if you had a bra that was the same colour, I guarantee you wouldn't be able to see it. It's such a cute colour as well. It's literally hands down my favourite. And this is the grey. So this one, as I said when I was showing you the blue one, is actually a really similar colour. When I first bought them, I actually thought they were the same colour until I held them up. So let me show you. When you hold them up, you can see that there is actually a difference. I am going to keep both. I think I'll get the wear out of them, to be honest. As I said, I've worn these pretty much every single day this week. I just do need them in every colour, so I'm gonna keep them in every colour, and I'm certainly going to order more as well. One thing that I did really want to kind of talk about as well is how they last after washing. I've washed the black one. It's been through the wash once and it doesn't look any different at all. There's no kind of pulls on it as well. You know, sometimes if you wash a quite cheap thin material, it stretches, you get pulls, you get like little nicks everywhere. That's not the case. Like, it's exactly the same as when I bought it. I don't know whether it would be that way after 5 washes, for example. I'm kind of hoping it would, because if these are the things that you have to kind of reorder after about 5 wears, then I'm probably not going to love them as much, because that's not very sustainable and that would be quite Shein, to be honest. But from what I've seen so far, I'm really hoping that's not the case. Next up, I think I'm going to show you the dresses. This is what I've been most excited about. They literally arrived today as well, so I've not tried these on at all. I've seen fairly mixed reviews about the Shein ones. I know that the Skims ones are meant to be absolutely incredible. They're meant to be super flattering, super shaping, yada, yada, yada. I bought a couple of different cuts. So I think one's more like a V-neck and one's more kind of straight along. So I'm gonna try them all on, see where we get to. See what they're saying, basically. Well, this is the black dress. Shein were not playing when they did these. Like, they came and they conquered. There is one slight issue that I have encountered. I'll also put up kind of full length try-ons here as well so you can see what they look like, because obviously they are long dresses. I have ordered the wrong dresses. This one is the right one, the one I'm wearing now. And the reason I can tell is because it's got this pink Shein Bay label on. Shein Bay is their like dupe section. So anything that's like Shein Bay is like part of the Skims dupes, I think. Whereas these ones have a black label. So some of them are like Shein Basics, and then this one's Shein Sexy. These are more kind of not t-shirt material, but that kind of vibe. So obviously this one is stunning, and I will be ordering it in more colors because it's literally snatching me in here. I've also got underwear on with it as well. Obviously you could choose to go underwearless. I don't think you need to because you can't see it. I'm not really gonna have any other comparable dresses, I'm afraid, because the other ones are just completely different material, and I bought them from the wrong collection, so it just wouldn't be an accurate test, if that makes sense. And they're also a different shape. That's annoying. However, I do have some bodysuits as well. They are from the Shein Bay collection, which is the correct dupe collection. This is what you could expect from the dress if you picked it up in the right color. in the right collection. I'm definitely keeping this, and I'm definitely reordering them in like every single colour. It's just doing the most here. Obviously, the only thing I will say is if you have a big dinner, like, I don't know about you, but I bloat like mad. If I have a big dinner, there's nothing to cover you here. Like, you're gonna see a food baby, basically. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but it's just something to be aware of. And now let's move on to bodysuits. Just before I forget, with that dress, it's worth noting that I'm 5'3", and it was actually like the length worked somehow. I have seen much taller people try it on as well, which I think just shows just how stretchy it is. So if you're worried about the length or your height or whatever, like, I wouldn't stress about it because I'm 5'3" and it fit me, and I've seen a 5'8" girl try it on and it was pretty much exactly the same length. It's all just down to like how stretchy it is. Like, obviously some of the material on me was ever so slightly gathered, but I don't have a problem with that. I think it helps with the shaping and everything. But yeah, just worthy of note. Now this is one of the bodysuits. The material on this is absolutely to die for. Like, it's staying up, it's not like pulling down or anything. It's exactly the same as the t-shirts, but it is actually double lined, so you can't see as much through it. I think this is obviously because you don't really have the option to wear a bra underneath this just because of the cut and everything. I also didn't know what to pair it with because I just wanted to show you like the bodysuit. These will go with absolutely everything, like with jeans. You could wear them with cargo trousers, you could literally wear them with skirts, anything. At the back, they look like this as well. I don't know if I prefer them to the t-shirts because I think the shape of the t-shirts is lovely, but the fact that this is double lined, it just makes it feel so much more expensive. So it depends what your priorities are. If you're wanting to be that little bit more covered, these bodysuits are probably the one for you. I thought I'd start with the brown, obviously, because I've not seen anything in this colour yet, but I do also have a white one, which will be interesting to see in terms of see-throughness, and I do also have a beige and black one. As promised, we've got the white one next. I think naturally because this is white, you can see ever so slightly more through it. I think that's just because shadows are obviously going to show more on a light colour as opposed to a black or a brown. So something to bear in mind. It's giving what I want it to give and I absolutely love it. So it's going to be really difficult not to send any of these back. Let me just get the kind of price points for these because I think they were ever so slightly more expensive than the t-shirts. Right, so these are $8.99 each. They vary in price, which is a bit weird. The black, the brown and the white are all $8.99, and the stone coloured one, which I'm about to show you, is $8.49. Well, the dress I showed you was $10.49, and as I said, the t-shirts were $4.50 after the discount, but I think $5.99 originally. The prices are just a joke compared to the real thing. I'm gonna try the stone one on and I'll show you, like, I'll lift up the black one because if the white and the stone aren't see-through, then the black's definitely not gonna be see-through. Finally, this is the stone coloured one that I have on here. Not too dissimilar from the white, to be honest. In terms of see-throughness, you can't see anything really at all, just the shape, which is exactly what Skims is made for, to be honest. I don't think there's any point me showing you this on because the whole video would end up being really repetitive. But to summarize my thoughts, I'm absolutely gobsmacked by this collection, like absolutely gobsmacked, especially comparing the material of the other dresses that I picked up to the actual Skims dupe one. Like, you can really see the difference. If I go and grab them now, I might see if you can actually see the difference on the camera. I'm not sure if you will be able to or not, but it might just be useful for comparison. Right, so that is the non-dupe one, like just their standard basic collection, and then this is the Skims dupe one. So as you can see, completely different material. Like, it's much more shaping, much more kind of skin tight, much more stretchy. It's just got more like elasticity to it. I don't know what the material is it elastane? I don't really know, but in any case, they are probably the best dupes for anything I have ever seen, and I know that's really dramatic, but these are like 100% my own thoughts as well. I haven't been paid to say any of this. I didn't get sent any of this. I don't work with Shein. I will never work with Shein. Not my cup of tea, really. I know I obviously have shown you these dupes in this video, but I'm still not their biggest fan. Really, for the odd bits and pieces like these basics, I don't mind shopping that from time to time. that's what I've got to say really for these. Like, as I said, super impressed, absolutely gobsmacked even. The quality's been absolutely fantastic. As always, I will link everything in the description below, so you can shop them if you want to. No disrespect to Skims whatsoever. I think the whole idea behind the brand is great. I really like the aesthetic behind it as well. I love the photo shoot, I love the marketing they do for it and everything like that. But if I can get them for £4.50, I will. Do you know what I mean? If you do want a part 2, I can certainly pick up more of the dresses, more of the bodysuits, even different pieces from that collection as well. But for now, thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!